Hello and welcome back. This is Queen 3210 and we have returned to Dunwall in order to complete some DLC. The DLC of which surrounding the very Knife of Dunwall himself, Daud. First up will be the Knife of Dunwall, and then the second will of course transition into the Brigmore Witches. Now, full disclosure, I did initially attempt this DLC at one point before, but I never made it past the first mission. I actually got kind of lost and stuck. That being said, this isn't going to be a revisit series simply because I had to stop before I even got off the ground. So this will still be a traditional Let's Play series. Also, full disclosure, I've seen what happens in the Knife of Dunwall as well as in the Brigmore Witches. I've actually seen everything beyond the first game, but I've never actually played this DLC. So, wish me luck, and let's hop into it. Unlocking a new difficulty mode is automatically saved in your user settings. Okay, so we are going to do a new game. I can do Veteran, a moderately challenging experience. Enemies inflict more damage and have keener perceptions. Elite, a serious challenge for hardcore gamers. Enemies inflict extreme damage, have keen perceptions, and potions are less effective. And then, of course, the Master Assassin, which is locked. Complete the campaign to unlock the Master Assassin difficulty mode. It's a brutal experience. But we're going to go with... Okay, so Novice is easy, so Veteran... Casual experience for new players. Enemy damage is reduced, your health recovery is improved, and potions are more effective. We're going to go with Veteran, because Veteran seems to be normal. None like her. You can't forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter Emily to the Lord Regent haunts you.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship on the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different?
Because she's the Empress.
She was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserve to. A storm.
Stalling.
It would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
A moment. And now it looks like we are in the void. First things first. Fallen letters. Nice. Power of Blink. Move rapidly from place to place unnoticed. You can move horizontally as well as vertically and aim at ledges to climb over them. Time will freeze if you stop moving while you aim, even mid-jump. This gives you time to plan an escape or perform feats like changing directions in midair. Hold the right click to target. While targeting, a spherical marker indicates where you will end up. To freeze time, release all of movement controls including spacebar. Okay. Yeah, so that's the major thing is each person who obtains the power of the outsider gets special powers befitting themselves. Corvo got a regular old blank. And Daud seems to have the combination of freeze time as well as blink. Just painting. Yep. And notice, oh, it's still got the jar, the thing that I took away. So it didn't actually affect anything by taking that. I know that's the checkpoint, but I want to see if there's any collectibles I can get. It doesn't seem like it.
Daud, my old friend.
Hi.
It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Daud, my old friend.
And that's better.
It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark?
Interesting.
I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Daud.
Okay.
It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets, Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild, a former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
As Daud, you can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. Oh, that's interesting. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects in the mission, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. Ooh, I likey. This is definitely different from the original game. Same with those cutscenes, by the way. As you recall, Corvo was a mute protagonist, so we didn't have those narrating cutscenes, but I like the fact that they've done so with Daud. Meanwhile, so let's take a look at some of these favors. So we have 2,000. Bribed worker will disconnect the security on the refinery valves. Using the valves will not sound the alarm. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, no, we'll do that. The stolen rune. The stolen rune. A bribed laborer will misplace a rune he found in a crate full of old scrimshaw bound for the Academy of Natural Philosophy. The rune will be hidden in the sewer that spills out into the river. Okay. We'll do that. And then the safe code. A guard overheard the code to the safe in the shipping office and will etch it on the wall. Oh, yes, please. Let's do sleep dart capacity. Combat sleep dart, yes, please. We don't have that much left. Oh, choke dust is interesting, though. We'll do bone charm capacity. Oh, I only have 213. Definitely cheaper than the base game. Okay, and I can't afford anything else, so here we go. Find the combination written on the wall. Recover the rune from a maintenance tunnel inside the slaughterhouse. And then J to read mission clues, of course. And T to drink a mana potion, which I don't actually need.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you.
Okay.
Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find.
Of course they could.
They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these.
Ooh.
I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Thank you. I have one rune and I can use it. What do I want to upgrade though? I think we're gonna go with agility. Oh, arcane bond. Share your powers with your assassin allies. At level 1, assassins will benefit from blink and vitality. This means they can teleport and get an increase in health. At level 2, assassins benefit from pull, bend time, and shadow kill. With pull, assassins will pull enemies during combat. When your bend time power is active, assassins move at normal speed. With shadow kill, enemies will turn to ash instead of leaving a body. Strategic tips. This ability is only useful if you purchase the powers you intend to share with your assassins. To get the maximum benefit, wait until you've purchased each power that can be shared before buying that level of arcane bond. Okay. That's interesting. Not sure I'm gonna actually need it all. I really want bend time. Oh! I only need one more rune for this. Well, fuck it. We're saving it. Okay.
Go on. Get off the property or we'll lock you up too.
You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to take it.
Ooh.
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards. No exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
Wasn't that interesting?
How did it pass me by? All the others.
Okay, hang on. We have to do some remapping. power void gaze. Press the right click to see in the dark and to help you locate bone charms and runes. With this power equipped, the mark of the outsider on Daud's hand will light up when you're facing a bone charm or rune. Level 2 shows you important items through solid walls like security devices, ammo, coins, and keys, as well as living beings. Okay, so this is an inversion of Corvo's void gaze, where he could initially see people behind the walls, and then he could see like special objects like bone charms and shit. Okay. It'll be another power I have to upgrade. You can also see their fields of view as well as visual representations of the sound you make. Okay.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened?
Yeah, no, I can't. They're not glowing. Ooh. Oh shit. The Leviathan's Sorrow. Excerpt from a report on the treaty's ban by the Red Shore Trade Council. Little is known of Pacody, credited with his series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. Okay, I read this as Corvo. I'll read it again though, because this will be on a different playlist rather. 1. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Pacody offers no solutions for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. 2. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members. Pacody actually uses the term families. 3. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is in reality the great and terrible ocean that never threatens to swallow us, including arguments on the gentle natures of the brutes, a notion refuted by seamen who return to shore wide-eyed with tales of whale savagery. 4. Disruption. Here Pacody is on his weakest footing, issuing fevered warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. This is going to be interesting. Oh shit, game. I think he spotted me. Yeah, he did.
I know you're here.
Well, so much for Ghost. You know what? It's fine.
It's fine.
So there's a bone charm in there. And I'm gonna quick save real quick.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
As long as nobody comes across that bridge. Perfect. I'll put you here for now. Excerpt from a butcher's journal. Leona looked worried when I came home at night. She's looking for that spark, our love, the life we had just 2 years ago, all our ambitions. But the more she pulls at me, the more I resent her. The more I bury all that. When her father was killed at the carriage station, I gave up my studies at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. So mismanaged were their finances, with so many debt in arrears, that her mother and younger brothers would have been ruined had I not. My work feeds us all and keeps the rent paid to that shriveled old lech, Wainwright. I hate this work, but in the time of plague, it takes all one's effort to stay afloat of the desperation, the blood, and the rats. There are bribes that must be paid to the Lord Regent's City Watch and Barrister Arnold Timsh's dead counters. Offend the wrong bureaucrat, and your home is seized and you're off to the flooded district. So it falls to me. Every day I drive my screaming saw into the beast's eyes wide open. I studied them for years at the academy and on my trips on the field. Now, working the slaughterhouse, the wrongness is like a wound in my head. The first months I worked at a numb state. Then my predominant mood was anger. Now the wound is scabbing over, and on some days I feel a kind of power. My entire existence is meat. All there is in my mind is meat, death, bones, and song. The terrifying songs, they come to me in my sleep now. I look into the great eye as I take away life slowly. There's a kind of deep connection, with the beast knowing I'll be coming back and again and again, removing pieces for hours, sometimes days. They sing for us, a funeral lament that causes me to tremble. Leona and I still share a bed, but the more she tries to make me feel something, the more I recede. The person I was is dead now.
Now.
Aha! Undertaker. You move slightly faster when carrying corpses. Not carrying corpses, but I guess it's the same thing. Okay, that went well. Wanted for various crimes. Slackjaw, and then Corvo Otano.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
So that's the safe code. That's the main entrance. A page torn from an old manuscript written in a scrolling hand. The port side eye of whale, newly dead, plop it in the pot, grisly and red, weeper, weeper, weeps no more, laid to rest on blood-edged floor. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat. Granny. Of course, Granny Rags.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still?
No! God, please, no!
So we all know I'm gonna have to do
They
this,
used
right?
to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this.
Fucking hell.
Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
I don't care what they said.
This is a public warning. Corvo Atana, the assassin and one-time royal protector, has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch at once.
What's going on there?
Nothing you need to worry about. The Slaughterhouse Row. Excerpt from a book on Dunwall city districts. For more than 2 decades, a small number of slaughterhouses sat along the Wren Haven, out away from the finer quarters of Dunwall due to the blood, rats, and stench associated with processing meat. Independent whaling ships brought in the occasional leviathan, and barges delivered herds of blood oxen. An individual slaughterhouse might fold due to mismanagement, but the number stayed roughly the same, producing the meat, leather, and grease product needed across the capital city. Only when the Rosebery processing treatment was discovered did the whaling trade begin to rise in prominence, driven by the many new uses for the much more volatile refined rail oil, including military and security uses. Early into Empress Jessamine Kaldwin's brief reign, the well-known inventor and natural philosopher Anton Sokolov introduced a series of devices that would begin to see deployment across Dunwall, directed by the Royal Spymaster Hiram Burrows. With this lucrative turn of events, the number of slaughterhouses quadrupled, and the demand for fresh whales increased proportionately. Many districts immediately adjacent to what was suddenly known as Slaughterhouse Row, began to change as families moved away to avoid industrial fumes and awful runoff produced by the processing plants. Crime grew overnight, forcing the City Watch to redouble its efforts against Dunwall's gangs.
After this morning, we're taking away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
And the safe code is over there. Okay, good. It's not Samuel. I thought it might have been for a second.
You're Daud.
Daud.
Yes, I am.
Shit, I hope you ain't here for me. I'm just a little fish in a big pond.
I want to know about a ship. The Delilah.
Yeah, I heard of it. Listen, maybe we can help each other out.
I'm listening.
I work for a very rich man who's keen on seeing Rothwild's business go belly up.
Okay.
This whole business with the strike, our doing. We got a mole on the inside, lady pretending to run the labor crews, a real talent. She could lie straight to the High Overseer's face and get away with it.
Oh, interesting.
We were supposed to meet up last night. I've been spying on the place all day, waiting to hear word. Only I haven't seen or heard a peep. I was about to shove off. You're here to make a little mayhem anyway. Maybe you could find her. If she's still alive, she'd be able to get you everything you need to know about that ship. No question. And a substantial reward besides. Her name's Abigail Ames.
Okay, Abby. Let's see what we can do for each other. Still got it. Memory serves, this is roughly around the place where I got lost or stuck. Shit. Oh, there's loot over there.
Any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
Oh, interesting.
The latest thing from Sokolow's Twisted Mind. We're the first ones to get them. How do they work? Well, obviously, you... Actually, I'm not sure.
Those dreams gotta stop.
Lay a few hours. Striker's gotta hit one sooner or later.
Interesting. Ooh, and there's a blueprint in there. I want it. No, he's out of range. I'll have to get that later.
Nice.
Oh.
If I get another chance at this guy, he's fish bait.
What guy? Ain't nobody here. Ah, shit. Whew.
Masks. Those dreams gotta stop.
Okay, so that's where that is. Shanty songs. Loot. There's probably a bunch of other shit that I can get around here, but bullets and food and shit. But not while that guard is roaming about.
Gail Ames has been detained on the Slaughterhouse grounds, pending her interrogation and execution.
Oh, good. Oh, it's underground. Shit.
Nice.
Oh, I had no business avoiding that.
Tomorrow.
They won't let you in without a time card. But if you get us out of here, you can take mine. I'm not coming back.
Sickness.
The key to the gate is in the break room across the yard from here.
Okay.
My daughter told me she saw a whaling boat sink in the river yesterday. Said it was on fire.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Fuck.
It's crawling all over.
We need more men!
Ow. Well, that didn't go very well. Come on. Oh, arc mine. Place this nut mine nearby anywhere. When triggered, it will deliver a powerful electrical charge, reducing the target to ash. Nope. Mr. Rothwild, I have great appreciation for the use of your space and your whales in the advance of my studies. All of Dunwall will be in your debt for your contribution to my work. In light of your recent difficulties, I have prepared for you a gift of my latest defensive technology, the arc mine. It is based on my arc pylon, and will provide superb protection against intruders and those who would interfere with our efforts. I am certain the device will serve you well.
Huh? Stand clear!
Take a nap. And here I was kind of proud of how well I was conserving my sleep darts.
We still need to get past that wall of light contraption they put up. If you can shut it off, we can slip past the city watch when the time is right.
Oh, okay. I know what to do. It's a matter of actually being capable of doing it. Ow.
Has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Is the wall of light down?
Yup.
You're free to go. Make your way out of this place.
Thank you. Guess you took what you came for. Just, if you see Abigail Ames, tell her we still believe in her.
Well, I
Are
wouldn't.
the City Watch dead counters really going to come through here tomorrow?
Ah, there we go. Oops. Carrion killer. Killing rats gives you some adrenaline. Eh.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Probably a good idea.
No, it's true.
Is he calling you a liar?
That's what it sounds like.
Shut the door. Ah. Nice. Now, Void Gaze. I think that's actually the one I need the most right now.
Why did we just kill her? Drop her in the cannery. No one ever knows.
You don't think Bundry knows you'd be a martyr? What? Like the Empress. She's dead, but they put her face on posters forever. They still care about her.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm not doing nothing. But Mr. Rothwild has her in his office right now.
How long? How much does he...
Factory management in our times. Seemingly willing to risk any industrial secrets he possesses, Bundry Rothwild has granted none other than the infamous Anton Sokolov liberal access to the Rothwild slaughterhouse. Sokolov is, of course, well known on several fronts. As royal physician, he served the late Empress Jessamine Kaldwin. The man, originally Tivian, is a fixture in the art world as well, and his portraits are all the rage among the aristocracy. But Sokolov is of interest to Rothwild because of his work as an inventor, and because of his associated role as head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. No doubt Bundry Rothwild believes that if Sokolov spends enough time in the guts of his factory, the brilliant man will continually make invaluable adjustments to the machinery there. Who knows what industrial improvements Rothwild has enjoyed since Sokolov began haunting his slaughterhouse, and since the Rothwild process involves keeping the whales alive for sometimes days as a means of extracting more oil from the beast, Sokolov is keenly interested in visiting so that he may perform his obscure vivisection experiments. In every few places would this be possible. In very few places would this be possible, so the benefit to both men is obvious. For those who have had the pleasure of touring Rothwild's facilities, a number of lessons can be taken away. The man runs a tight ship, as it were, with the lowest workers scantily ever complaining about their role in the scheme of things. The men and women given the most menial labors are issued special cards, keyed to the mechanical locks granting access to the slaughterhouse. There is no other way in or out, and to lose the time card is to lose one's job. Lording their position over the others at the top of the hierarchy are the butchers. These men wield advanced cutting saws developed by Rothwild's top mechanists. Working out the plans after hearing more utterances made by Sokolov as he commented sourly on the lesser devices used in previous years. The butchers enjoy a special relationship with Mr. Rothwild because, according to the company gossip, many of them were with him in years past, when he ran a whaling crew that was notorious across the empire. The pressure valves leading directly from the slaughterhouse to the Greaves refinery are a marvel of engineering, allowing the raw oil to travel in record time straight to plant where it is processed. As a note of interest, or dare I say even humor, the local fishermen claim that the waters outside the Rothwild slaughterhouse produce the largest and tastiest hagfish. This is most likely due to the gut sewer leading from beneath the whales inside and delivering their organs and offal to the dark waters of the Radenhaven beyond the slaughterhouse.
Oh, by now.
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught. Whatever. Abigail, I trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coin as bonus. But you're about...
You?
Hi. You're live.
He's still breathing. I assume that's on purpose.
Yep. The interrogation chair is set up in the meat locker and fully powered. We have run some runs on a few of the most problematic laborers. We have run some test runs on a few of the most problematic laborers. They spill all their secrets very quickly. They seem to die easily after about 4 treatments. She's ready for you whenever you need her. Yes.
Well, Daud, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Exactly.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burroughs.
I don't care about him.
I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
Really?
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Daud. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and... boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Fair.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
So, because we're niced out here, as you, it's kind of obvious that I'm niced out here. So, you can tell what we're going to do. 5 injuries have been reported over the span of 1 week, resulting in 2 fatalities. Bundry Rothwild, the Opportunist. Excerpt from an investigator's report. Young Rothwild was never convicted for any of the killings. In all cases, the courts ruled that he had acted in self-defense or in the defense of his property. Not that his property was substantial. The Rothwilds were not a family of means and depended heavily on the charity of the Abbey of the Everyman. The senior Rothwild went down with the whaling ship Huntress when Bundry was only 10 years old. His mother Ruth was lost the following year to an industrial accident in the bottle-making factory where she worked. Rothwild became the sole guardian for his younger brother and managed to support them both by hanging around the harbor, doing odd jobs for whalers who had known his father or others on the Huntress. By then, Bundry Rothwild was already familiar with the club and the knife and was no stranger to odd occurrences. Things went from bad to worse for Rothwild then, when, on his 13th birthday, his younger sibling was taken by the overseers. Allegedly, the boy failed the successive trials and did not return home. Rothwild lacked the funds to pay an investigator, and no subsequent hint of his brother's fate has ever been learned. This latest tragedy to befall Bundry Rothwild instilled in him a view that the world itself was malevolent and hungry for life, especially innocent life. After a time of black mourning, he approached the whaling ship cutter and began learning the trade from the crew. Rothwild took to whaling with great success. At sea, he hunted the beasts with a single-minded purpose and would take extraordinary risks in locating and harpooning his prey. Among the crew, those men he could not beat senseless, he outwitted. In short order, he petitioned the maritime barrister Arnold Timsch to grant young Rothwild a whaling license, paying the significant fees himself rather than relying on a sponsor for the funds. The rapid ascent of Bundy Rothwild had been telegraphed over there.
The Empress should have hired you to protect her. We'd be living in a different world now.
I'm the one who killed her, so... Captain Withers. All of the cargo destined for Samara, Tivia, has been approved. Please delay loading until just before departure. There is a special delivery that has to be prepared by Foreman Ames, but she has been detained at the moment, so that particular shipment is suspended for now. If the special package has not been prepared by sundown, you may depart on schedule and other arrangements will be made. Remember, only our approved list of crewmen are allowed to handle this delicate cargo. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so I think I actually just now remembered what the non-lethal end of this chapter is going to be, but we'll see how it plays out and see if I'm actually right.
Fleet report for the month of Nets. The Dunwall sailed north 10 days to no result. Word is she restocked at Driscoll to pursue a large pod east of Morley. The Delilah is coming back fully loaded. No reports of lights or singing. Another sign that barristers lost it. The Huntress is in dry dock after a nighttime ramming off Pandyssia. Engineers looked at the damage. They say it wasn't a whale. If it was a very odd-looking one.
Mr. Rothwild, my research on Abigail Ames has turned up nothing. She has no close kin that we can leverage. Looks like the plague took her sister and mother. Her father died on a whaling ship of your predecessor about 10 years ago. As far as blackmail goes, she's got no secrets I could uncover. Devout as an overseer, it seems. Not surprising, since she's rejected every blackmail offer to come her way. I don't think she's making a power play. She seems to legitimately have the best interest of the laborers in mind. As I interview the workers, it seems she really has them in thrall. They'll do whatever she says, and their belief in her is absolute. If something happens to her, as in, like, an accident or something, I expect they'll riot. I'll keep searching for an angle on her, but in the meantime, I advise leaving her intact. It might be worth even considering some of her reforms. I know that doesn't suit you, but at least it would buy some time and get the workers back in here. The butcher lacks the finer skills to keep the place operational.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. It looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yes, look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? Killed 100 of your kind, and I'll kill 1,000 more before I'm done. Drain you, then feed you to my butchers. The mournful cries of the whales don't touch that lot. No, sir. They don't have hearts, I think. But by the outsider, I think I still have a small one. Shriveled and blackened as it may be. Yes, sing me a lullaby while I have another drink.
Oh, more secret, sweet. Too bad I can't regain my mana from, thing. Well, I guess we're playing the guessing game.
A few moments later.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Let's see if there's anything in my notes. 5-1... No, it's not that easy, is it? It's not that fucking easy, is it? Oh, you motherfucker. For real? What's this one do? Oh, spiritual... Yes, please. Thank you.
The power system in there looks like it will put down that whale in an instant. I almost think you should. I know they're just beasts, but still.
Yeah, does seem inhumane. I'm dealing with you, asshole. There's things that grab behind that door. Anton, this thing was found in the belly of catch number 184 when we were processing it. Seems plenty of weird things in the whale's gut, but never one of these. Must have consumed it in the deep, and I think it's been in there quite a while. Don't ask me how I can tell. If you have any idea on what this may be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of wind, but I haven't seen it or the man that found it since then. Nah. That's back to 1. Seems like that's gonna be my best chance. I didn't quick save after it dealt with this shit.
5 minutes later.
Yes! I've set up this device to stimulate the whale's nervous system with the intention that doing so will prolong oil secretions and squeeze more of the precious fluid from each catch. Unfortunately, this device can lead to the instant death of the beast if too much power is used. Filling both tanks and activating the device extinguishes all life functions in an instant. A painless and quick experience for the whale, but at the loss of the additional revenue that can be generated by sustaining it as long as possible. Wait! All I needed to know. Goodbye, Mr. Whale. Yep, been in here.
Daud, I'm afraid Mr. Rothwild's no longer with us.
What did you do? What did you do? Oh, you bitch. Why? You fucking bitch. You robbed me of the...
One hour later.
3, 4, 6. Okay. 3, 4, 6. There we go. Small scale explosive refinement. Interesting. Very nice. Small scale explosive refinement. A chemical process that enables explosive properties. You can use this to upgrade your bolts, enabling them to explode on contact. Okay. And compact arc amplifier. So things I'm probably not going to use. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Frank, I told you to have this thing replenished with a full tank at all times. We have a shipment coming in, and this crane better be working by the time it arrives, or someone will be demoted to sewer cleanup. Okay. Wonder what happens if I accomplish this goal. No. None of that. Ooh, it's another method in. Okay, okay. Okay, so that's interesting. That was an alternate method of getting in here.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Probably should, yeah. Ah!
Well, he did look scared. Just at the end there.
It's over.
Marked for shipment to the most distant point of the Empire. And fitted for live cargo, too. Survivable. If they had a fast ship. I wonder who this was meant for. You lock somebody up in that thing and they won't be back in town for months.
Ooh. And that is how we unlock the non-lethal event, which is exactly as I thought it would be. Oh, there's something up there. Ah, it's all the way up there. That's... Ooh, there I go.
Dice.
Shit. How do I get up there?
1 minute later.
Okay. Ha! You are safe now. No one can find you here. No one. No one can reach you here. I almost died trying, and I am a better climber than any of them. But you gave me claws for the climb. You want me as much as I want you. We will stay here until they have forgotten about us. We will stay here for as long as it takes. I feel like sleeping. Don't leave while I sleep, because I need you. I will stay as long as I can. Forever. And void gaze, thank you very much. Oh.
Daud, I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the meat locker. It might be useful to you, considering our mission here.
Okay. Okay, so that just takes me in here. Running low on sleep darts, though. And this is the makeshift interrogation center. Vivisection of the third live specimen is almost complete. Careful perforation of the lower diaphragm has brought me closer to observing secretion of the oil, but the process retains its mystery. This creature has weakened considerably since its capture, and its output is quite low. I have attached electrical stimulators to the beast. A mild current increases output by 20%, to the considerable complaint of the whale, I might add. Increasing the voltage will likely kill the creature, so further exploration will have to wait on a stronger specimen. For now, the music continues. This is a grim reminder that, yeah, this is definitely a reminder that, Sokolov is not a nice guy.
A makeshift interrogation chair.
That is.
Rothwild must be using it to coerce employees.
Yep. Trying to end the union talks. First a reminder. All equipment within the Rothwild slaughterhouse is the sole property of Mr. Bundry Rothwild himself, leased to an individual on a per-shift basis. A butcher saw is not to be equipped and used without proper training and authorization. Misuse of the equipment could result in disfigurement or death. The saw itself is composed of 3 systems: power supply, cutting blade, and chip ejector. The reciprocating blade is cast of hardened steel and, when properly maintained, provides severe sharpness. It is crafted to slice flesh, but will cut bone with ease. The mechanism for powering the blade is a harness-supported, custom-sized tank for whale oil, capable of driving the saw for an entire shift before refueling is required. Care must be taken not to strike, heat, or electrify these tanks. The ejector is a new modification, casting out a steam of flat blade fragments. Since the girth of the whale often exceeds the butcher's reach, the ejector allows for blasting away unwanted offal or breaking down dense bone at a distance. Oh. Fuck, I hate that sound so much, it makes me so jumpy. Excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beasts with hooks, with line casts from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it's still living. I can't get in. Okay.
How long? How much does he know by now?
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first.
Shut up.
You? Oh no!
Well, I didn't do anything to you.
He's still breathing. I assume that's on purpose.
It is. I'll put him down here for now.
Well, Daud, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Daud. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
A few moments later.
Nice.
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
What do you want to know that's worth crossing a man like me?
I want to know about a ship named Delilah. What's behind the name?
Choke on your own spit.
Is that really your answer?
Who is Delilah?
Ha! Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing I pay your sister for down at the Golden Cat.
Oh, wow.
We'll feed you through your own factory. See if we can get oil out of your blubber.
You know your work, I'll give you that. We can talk this out like businessmen.
Why did you name it Delilah?
What do you care? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named it after some sweetheart of his painting. Piss off!
Who was the previous owner?
Barrister Timch! All right? He told me the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower. And got kicked out and became a painter. Funny airs, like proud. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She whirred into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her and a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then he got scared. Came to me afraid. Man, like that, afraid. He wanted to dump the ship and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. Had to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key. When you're ready to go. Sir, earlier I spotted crates bound for the most remote corner of the Empire.
I remember.
Might be worth stuffing him in one, just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive.
Oh, no he's not.
Why go through all the trouble, when a blade to the neck would accomplish the same thing?
Prepare him for the crate. There we go. Into the crate you go. Wow. Wonder if I can still sabotage the place. And Abby is gone, meaning I didn't help her. That's fine. All of the cargo set. Oh, got that one already. Oh, spirit water. Drinking from faucets restores a small amount of mana. Nice. Anton, this thing was found in the belly of catch number 184 when we were processing it. I've seen plenty of weird things in a whale's gut, but never one of these. Must have consumed it in the deep, and I think it's been there for quite a while. Don't ask me how I can tell. If you have any ideas on what this may be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of wind, but I haven't seen it or the man that found it since then. I found him. He was in the roof. And bedtime. Press the left click to slow the world around you for a limited time, or you can press the left click again to end the power. At level 2, time is completely stopped. Enemies and security systems are unaware of you during that duration. Luca, we grabbed these from some sleeping overseers. Next whale carcass that needs carving, try planting these deep in it first. They ought to tenderize things real nice. Even if they don't, it'll be fun. Mind that you don't blow yourself up, though.
I'll find you eventually. Ah! Assassin! Help! Get behind him! How'd he go? Wake up, you pile of offal. Wake up! Where'd you go? Oh, he could be chums if you come out.
Falling star. Drop assassination gives you a bit of mana. Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Fuckers. And Ox Heart. Ox Heart. Max mana has been increased. Yes, please.
Doesn't look right. Make the rounds and holler if you see anything. Someone's been mucking about. I know it. You better hope I don't. You hear me?
Pretty sure I knocked those guys out, but okay. Sure game.
I ain't stupid.
Hopefully that's the end of that. That's better. And now we can leave. So there's Granny's pot, but I think I need a Weeper as well, if memory serves. Okay. And now I have to put a Weeper in front of it. And I know just where to find one.
You're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals you perform.
Oh, fuck.
Where did you learn such a profane practice? Huh? Take down! Guard! Me! Die! We'll burn you!
Out!
We're not taking this one alive!
Fuck. Okay.
Take it!
Go ahead.
I'll read sight from your entrails!
Go ahead.
Tell me about the blood rituals you perform there. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
Okay, so what am I supposed to do here then? Oh, wait a minute. That's grenade. Oh, choke dust. Oh, dirt.
No poison tooth this time.
Oh.
Let thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Fuck you.
Give yourself up. Come out. We both know you're weak at heart.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
Due to abuse of this indulgence, any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
Keep close watch and try again.
I know you're here.
The oil must be gone. Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Chances are very good. I shit bigger than you.
Whew. Okay, I know what I'm upgrading next.
I'm still trying to figure out why you let the Empress's bodyguard go. And now Rothwild's snug in a box. What's got into you? Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Tali if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Oh my god, that was harder than it should have been. Sadly, I wasn't able to complete Granny's recipe, but that's fine. But, wait, how did 2 hostiles get killed? How did I kill 2 people? Fuck, I hate that sound so much, it makes me so jumpy. I don't understand. I sincerely do not understand, but okay, whatever.
Ah, she'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Definitely not getting clean hands this run, but it's okay, because overall chaos is still low. 10 dead or unconscious bodies were found. No alarms were rung. No civilians were killed. That's good. I put down the captive whale. I shipped Bundry Rothwild to a remote island. I freed the detained laborers, and I looted the watch officer's safe. I missed 2 runes, one of which was Granny's. I don't know where the other one was. I collected 5 bone charms, and I collected more than half of the coins available in this chapter, but that's fine. The most important thing is we are still in low chaos. And that's about it for me today. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve. And as always, till the next time, guys. Ciao.